Alright, so today I will be focusing on the original Naked palette. I know, right? What a fucking throwback. Look at this. I think I'm gonna do my face first because I'm not doing anything crazy. There won't be any fallouts or whatever. So I'm gonna start with my face. What I really have been liking is going in with this 3 Concept Eyes Peony Water. It's basically like refreshing mist with a bit of oil. And it really gives this boost of hydration. And then going in with the Benefit Cosmetics, the POREfessional Pore Minimizing Makeup. This is in the shade 2. I'm going to be putting this all over my face and then blending it just in the center of my face. This works really well to kind of minimize my pores as it claims to do. And I like to use this as a primer. I think by itself there's no way it's like a foundation. Not only is this product way too light for me, it's also a bit drying, which is why I put it on that spray first. But it really hangs on to and it catches any dry patches that you have on your face. But it works so well that it makes my pores disappear, which is why I keep using it as a primer. And now, since I'm going to be going to a dinner at night, I'm going to kind of color correct a little bit. I'm going to be using the LA Girl Pro.Conceal High Definition in the shade Yellow Corrector. I'm only going to focus this underneath my eyes and not too much because a lot of this goes a long way. I actually might take some leftovers underneath my chin here and my nose. So never mind about what I said earlier. It's a lot left over. This way I won't have to use too much concealer to highlight. This is really going to brighten up my complexion underneath my foundation and my concealer. I'm really gonna focus on the blending in the areas that I actually put down the product because I don't want it to spread too much, because the product can really go a long way. So if I keep spreading the area of where I'm blending, it's just gonna be yellow everywhere. As you can see that as you blend it out, it's not too bad and it works for my skin tone. I actually don't really need foundation right now, but it's been a long time since I've been out to dinner and I would like to use this occasion to put on some makeup. Now that's all blended out, as you can see, it's not that crazy yellow. I'm gonna try something new today for my base. I'm gonna be mixing for the first time the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful Look 24 Hours Foundation with my Earthie Green Screen. I have used this before as a mixing medium, but I have never mixed it with the Marc Jacobs Shameless Foundation just yet. So I'm gonna do that right now. This is way too dark for me at the moment. This is the shade Medium Y370. I'm going to dispense this in the palm of my hand and squeeze out a dollop of the green screen. This is the shade. It's quite liquidy, as you can see. It's like too dark for me. I'll give this a good shake as well. I didn't want to use too much because this is not too dark for me, but just almost. I'm gonna use this IT Cosmetics Heavenly Luxe Love is the foundation brush. I'm going to use the end of it to mix it in my hand. That barely changed any color. I guess I'm not going to really be bronzing today and more heavier on the highlight. It looks like it's my shade. But the thing is, right now my face is darker than my neck. I guess I'm going to focus this on the outside of my face. I love the smell of the Earthie green screen. It smells so nice. It feels nice. And it looks like it's my shade. I buff this in very lightly because being dry skin, I don't really like to blend. I feel like the bristles can micro exfoliate my dry skin. I'm kind of avoiding the under eye areas because if I need to highlight, it's already going to be kind of heavy with the concealer to highlight, I mean. I'm just going to really buff it in like as if I'm using a sponge. I did not bring any hair clips. And if you have baby hairs like I do, you'll know the struggle. How does that look? I'm gonna bring it down my neck. Yeah, I feel like my face is definitely darker than my neck and chest area. At least different undertones right now. Which is how I feel like my makeup has been lately. Not a good look, but here we are. I think that looks pretty good. I'll be right back. I'm gonna tie my hair up. I just finished the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Man, I really like these series. It's such a refreshing take on the usual Marvel movies. Not saying that I'm not saying the Marvel movies are bad. I'm a big fucking fan. Like, criticisms aside, I understand, you know, the pros and cons of these movies, but it makes watching The Boys make sense. I mean, I love The Boys. And the animation, what's it called? The one on Prime, like The Boys, like if you love The Boys, you would watch this. I forgot what it's called. It's got Steven Yeun, it's got J.K. Simmons. You know what I'm talking about. People who know what I'm talking about. Yeah, it's so good. Okay, my face is super tan. I'm gonna have to highlight quite a bit. In real life, the difference between my face and my neck is not that bad, but I feel like in camera, it shows. I'm gonna go in with my sponge a little bit, just to get the nooks and crannies. I can never go without the sponge. Now to highlight, I'm going to use the by Terry Stylo-Expert Click Stick, which is a concealer in Rose Beige number 4. This is the color to help kind of color correct. Like, it's kind of peachy, even though I don't need any more peachiness, but this is kind of like the only super light concealer I brought with me. So I'm going to use this to basically highlight, but very sparingly, because it's gonna, what's the point of the yellow I put in underneath my foundation if I'm gonna put something rosy? I'm gonna put whatever's left on top of my eyes. But now I'm gonna go in with cream blush. If you guys know, I go crazy on the cream and liquid blush because either way, it's gonna disappear once I set the face. And I'm gonna go in again with the powder blush anyways. I'm using my usual Bobbi Brown Pot Rouge. The one that I should have thrown away ages ago. It's still in the old packaging. Probably expired. Okay, it's barely showing on camera, so it must be my lighting. I feel like you guys can't see anything. Okay, I'm gonna try this lighting. Now since we're on this, I'm actually gonna take the product and dab it over my lips. And the last cream product, this is the Benefit What's Up Soft Focus Highlighter. Now I'm going to go in with my fingers because I feel like it just blends a lot better on the face. Whenever I actually draw it on straight from the stick, you can see that it's as if I just took the stick and draw it. It doesn't, you can see where it starts and where it ends, which is what I never like on makeup. You want it to be a glow from within and you want it to be natural looking. I love that the whole thing with makeup is like, how do you get it to look super natural? Taking whatever is left over my nose, Cupid's bow, and the bridge. Okay, to set my face, I actually have 2 products with me. I have the Innisfree No-Sebum Moisture Powder, and I have the Glossier Wowder in the shade Medium. I feel like I'm already quite bronzed, that I don't want a colored powder on my face, even though this sets way better. This is like a moisture powder, so it doesn't really like protect from oiliness over time. But nevertheless, I'm gonna go with the Innisfree one because it's like colorless. I don't know how they fly up and they don't come down. I don't understand how like the powders work. If somebody could explain that to me, that would be great. I'm gonna set my brows. I like to set in the outside of my face with the Innisfree one. But then in the inside of my face, I like to sit with the Glossier one. Maybe the color won't be so bad. I have to try it out. Now to set the inside of my face, I'm going to go in with the Glossier powder because it really helps with like any oils. For the longest time, since I've been using like moisture type of powders, I thought that I've become an oily skin person because my T-zone would get oily throughout the day, and I didn't really mind that because I'm dry skin. But then I found out it's just because I've been using like moisture powders, which works, but then like in this heat it just is no bueno, you know. So now I'm going to go in with the Tarte Clay Play Face Shaping Palette. This is the first one, so it's the one with all the neutrals and the browns. I'm going to only powder contour my face. The way I bronze and contour my forehead is the same because I have such a big forehead. Oh man, these powders are so pigmented. I really need to be more light-handed, but I really don't mind hiding my big forehead. This contour shade is like so perfect for me. I love it. My face certainly does look a little bit more contoured. It has this nice highlight and contour balance to it, like the glowness of the center and the... And now my nose and my lips, just super important. I used to be a lot more precise and so much better at nose contour, but now I just kind of do it a little bit more simpler with like this really nice small fluffy brush. That's actually, it's a multitasker. You can use it for concealer, blending out your concealer underneath your eyes as well, but I love it for contouring my nose. See that? Snatched. And now for blush, I'm going in with my Tarte Amazoning Clay 12-Hour Blush in the shade Party. I look sunburned. I feel like I have so much makeup on. I think I'm so used to not wearing makeup and not wearing too much that now when I put on like a full face, it feels like it's too much. I can't believe I used to like wear this all the time and it looks natural, because right now I feel like it's just so cakey. And now to highlight with a loose highlight powder. So this is the Laura Mercier Glow Setting Powder without me spraying my face. And now I'm going to show you what it's like if you set your face first. This is the CoverFX High Performance Setting Spray. Wait a little bit for your face to dry. It's a different effect. It's more wet looking. What I like about this Laura Mercier Glow Setting Powder is that it's so subtle. It's absolutely subtle, and I believe you can build this up if you wanted to. Like, I feel like my nose, my Cupid's bow area is absolutely popping, but my cheekbones are just subtle glow. It's beautiful. I feel like it's very pricey, but it's something that's really worth your money as well. And now I'm gonna get started on my eyes. So I'm gonna bring you guys in a little closer. All right, now that we are up close and personal, yes, my brows aren't done yet. I do that last, so you guys have to wait. I'm gonna go in with my usual Urban Decay Anti-Aging Eyeshadow Primer Potion. I previously put a little bit of like whatever was left on my beauty blender on top of my eyes, but that's also okay. I feel like this primer goes really well on top of creams and powders, and an extra like primer for my eyes never hurts. It does come off a little bit grayish on me because a lot of my base makeup is really warm, but I really don't mind that as well. It comes off as like light beige, but then when you blend it in, it definitely gets a little bit gray. Once it blends in and gets a little bit tacky, that's when I'm gonna go in with my eyeshadow. I'm gonna mix two palettes. I'm gonna go back with the Tarte Play face shaping palette because there's this shade called Journey that I really like, and I want to put that all over my crease. I'm going to focus this in the inner crease because that's with my hooded eyelids and having to kind of look forward when I do my makeup. I noticed that trying to create that V shape, I have to be really careful and detailed. So focusing it here in the inner socket creates this illusion of like me having more space. Tarte powders, like, I feel like are just some of the best eyeshadow formulas. They smell good, they are not packed too tightly and or too loosely, and they're just so pigmented and they blend out so well. And now I'm going to go in with the Naked palette. I'm going to go in with the shade Buck and put that in the outside. Now I'm going to take a clean blending brush, somewhat clean. I'm just going to blend everything to soften up the edges a little bit. I'm going to go in with the shade Instinct right here on the Tarte palette just to help blend out the outside a little bit. I'm going to quickly prep my lips with the Dior Lip Maximizer in the shade 001. So this is like their lightest color. I'm going to keep my eyes super simple. I don't think I want to do a crazy color. I'm going to be honest with you. Going in with my finger, I'm going to go in with Half Baked. I think it'll fit. Browns and golds always go together. And now just for some detail, I'm going to go in with like a more focus dome brush just to kind of like create a halo effect. I'm going to go in with Stone in the Tarte Clay Play palette and blend it in the inner corners. And that, I feel like, makes this whole look a lot more put together. That really does. So I'm going to add it a little bit here too. Closer to the middle than the other shade. Now I'm going to curl my lashes and I'll be right back. And this mascara wand is really good because it really grabs onto all the lashes that I have, and coating it makes it look a bit more visible. But you can see that I have a mixture of my real lashes that are growing out and the falsies that are still stuck onto my real lashes. So now I'm going to do my brows and I'll be right back. So you guys, this is basically my eyebrows done. I'm going to finish the rest of my eyes and then do my lips. I'm going to go with this detailed brush right here. I'm going to go with Stone from Tarte and go underneath my eyes. Since it's like an evening look, I like to keep things kind of neutral to cool tone. I feel like warm looks, if at all, that are for the daytime, and that's just how I work. And you know, I don't even like warm or cool tones. I like it neutral. But if it's gonna be anything at all, it has to be super, super light. I don't like overly warm or overly cool tone looks on me at all. Now I'm gonna go with a really flat shader brush. And I'm gonna go back into the Naked palette, and then I'm gonna grab Sidecar for my inner corners. Because the middle is already like a golden shade, I feel like the pop should be like neutral. We have a battle of warm and cool tones going on in my eyes, but I think that's what makes my makeup looks unique on myself. So I'm gonna go in with something a little lighter today. This is the MAC Lip Tensity Lip Pencil in the shade Fresh Clay. And I'm gonna put this all over my lips. And now I previously put on the Dior Lip Maximizer, so it's like putting lipstick on top of lip gloss. But I don't mind this effect at all because I just want that little light wash of color on top of it, because I don't like my lips to look so crazy, because I want the focus to be on the eyes tonight. What it basically is doing is to just quickly shape and sharpen my lips so that this shape can be seen quite clearly. Okay, so that's basically me trying to put on any color on top of my lips with this lip liner on top of a lip gloss. But I think that's it, you guys. Like I said, it's not really meant to like create a color on me, but just a wash of something. But this is my look, and I'm gonna be wearing this tonight. Let me take my hair down. I slept with my wet hair last night, so I don't think my curls came out very nicely, but this is it. What do you guys think? I don't think it's any different from the things I've done before. It's a little bit more sultry, a little bit more extravagant for what I normally do with my eyes. But I don't want it to distract from the outfit, and I certainly don't want it to clash. In fact, I think it looks pretty good together. This is my makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this new video of mine. I've working really hard on making sure that from now on my YouTube videos are like more speaking. because I actually hate speaking in videos. It's so much more fun and easier for me to just do my makeup, you know? But I'm gonna keep those for like IGTV and Reels and TikTok and all that. But that's basically my look. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this format? I'm certainly gonna do this and make sure it's more like colorful next time, because I really can do eyeshadows. It's just that this is like my crutch. I always just fall to these like neutrals and something that's really simple. And thank you so much for watching, you guys, and have a great day wherever you are. I hope you and your family are safe and healthy. You guys have electricity and water and food to eat. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in my next video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button so you always know when I upload. See you next time.